Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Scorpio. How are you guys, Scorpio? Let's see what's cooking for you guys. What do you need to know? Single Scorpios in their love life. I see some rewards for your labor. I see a single person here. Yeah. Someone enjoying the fruits of their labor. Some sort of reward here for some hard work. Yeah. I do see some sort of union in love here. Some kind of connection here. Two single people. Yeah, celebrating a union. So there could be just a celebration. I'm not going to take these cards exactly as they come out. They are different than other decks, and I appreciate that. But I'm going to look at this the way I usually do. Yeah, but I do see a union. I do see two people forming a bond, a connection here. And I do see a celebration. I see someone's home, a strong financial foundation. So some of you live alone. You're looking out for yourself. But I do feel, and I do see two single people coming together. Yeah, saying to someone, keeping it all in, keeping things to yourself. So I see a little privacy. It could be somebody who wants to be alone with you. They want privacy. But this is someone who's keeping something in. Could be you looking out for yourself. But with the High Priestess, you'd always trust your intuition. It's like your inner knowing. But yeah, the other side is just the subconscious mind, right? But yeah, we'll see what's going on here. I see privacy. I see privacy. Someone keeping it all in. Yeah, someone putting in effort. See, it's a person who wants to build over and over. Yeah, work, work, work. Some of you have been working too. I see a lot of work, but it has to do with love and an effort here. I'm seeing harmony being restored. So there's been some conflict or drama or something here. You know, there's harmony here. I mean, this is obstacles and challenges, but somebody is working hard. It's about overcoming something. Could be anything. There could be competition, a little jealousy. Yeah, maybe even competition. Someone's working hard, though. Like I feel somebody is working. They're perfecting their craft. Yeah. Tell me about the Nine of Coins. Nine of Coins. Yeah. I see someone overcoming some sorrow. So there's been some hurt here. But you're overcoming a situation. So you're looking out for yourself here. You're looking out for you. Yeah, that's good. Keeping it in. You're keeping this to yourself if you're overcoming it. Yeah. I feel there's been stuff going on, but this is all temporary. It's being overcome. So nice. Yeah, I do see taking a leap of faith. I feel feeling free. You've broke free from a situation. So you're feeling, you know, lively, living in the moment. This is your energy, Scorpio. Yeah, I do see connecting with someone. Definitely look before you leave. Only fools rush in, but I definitely feel living in the moment, feeling free. You're free of this, whatever has been going on, something that happened a few times. And you have been keeping it in, but I do think you're going to break free from that. Yeah. And I do see you living in the moment. And I do see this energy of self-awareness, being very self-aware. So it's letting you know to be aware that you've been holding this in. Okay? Yeah, but harmony is restored. So like I say, it's challenges and obstacles are being overcome. Yeah, you're strong. You're confident, mentally strong. So very nice. Queen of Swords is someone who's, you know, I feel like you're doing your due diligence. You're being wise. You are looking before you leap. But I do think it's an energy of needing that you've broke free. You're feeling free. And it's about living in the moment. But definitely, I feel the sword being up because I do feel there's been hurt here. So you're probably a little guarded, you know. Yeah, maybe a little skeptical. But you're definitely being questioning and discerning. But you are mentally strong. So there's a sense of confidence here, too, that you can overcome anything. Yeah, I definitely feel there's been two people who've gone their separate ways. But this is charting the course. You're heading down a new path. Yeah, you're going to connect with someone here. There's going to be some love here. Yeah, I see some emotional fulfillment, good times had by all, often a large gathering. Could be at someone's home, but it could be a large gathering. Someone here wants to get you alone, though, I can tell. I can't deny it. Yeah, we got a person reaching out. I see giving and receiving. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised with this because of the opposite energy that I'm seeing. Somebody here didn't reciprocate. I feel like you're no longer giving to someone because you've broke free. Yeah. You're looking out for yourself. But I do see giving and receiving, maybe gifts, things like this, but there's going to be some reciprocity. Why? Because harmony is going to be restored. Yeah, look at that. Someone who longs for love. I see a comforting connection. I see you kind of reminiscing about this. You've been keeping it to yourself. Okay, make sure you let that go. Don't hold it in for too long. Yeah, you are strong-willed, strong mind, but like I say, and you're not, you're being smart here, but you are going down a new path. You're going to come together with someone here. You're going to go down this path. It's hard to say where it goes. I do see giving little gifts, this giving, receiving, reciprocity. Yeah, it's a very comforting connection. Ooh, you've got a King of Cups here. Somebody who's a comforting connection, emotional. This is somebody who's got emotional mastery. They're in control of their emotions. Ooh, this is someone who can be generous. They'll often, someone who shows you they like you by giving you little gifts. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This could be yourself, Scorpio. You might be dealing with another Scorpio here, or another energy that I see. This is someone who's single, but yeah, it could be a masculine Scorpio too here. Yeah, but it's about two people coming together going down this path. This could go somewhere. Whatever this union is of the you and this person, there's going to be some spark and desire, some chemistry. You might share some information with each other, talking, sharing. Sharing, stories, sharing feelings. This is somebody who's a very confident person when it comes to their emotion. They're mature. Wow, yeah. Some of you have had a person here too. See that left out in the cold? Lonely, lack, but because of harmony being restored, you're out of the woods. Yeah, you're overcoming something, and I do think it's telling you to be self-aware at what you're holding in. Okay? Don't keep any secrets. It's about giving and receiving. All right? And it doesn't mean that you have to share all your feelings, just a little bit. Yeah. Let it out, because this person will take this, because there is a comforting connection. This is someone who cares. This is a kind person. Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, gaining momentum too. Things speeding up. I'm going to tell you, this connection, and you could have a couple, with the Two of Wands, you could have a couple things going on. And I do see multiple opportunities. Yeah, there's been an energy of lack and loneliness, and I do feel you're coming out of that. And maybe it's this person you're going to share a little something. Not too much, though, okay? Yeah, don't overwhelm this person. Don't overwhelm them with too much information or overwhelm each other. But there is momentum, movement, and opportunity. Yeah, we got a person here who's kind of planning, preparing to execute a plan here. Planning and execution, yeah. You got a person here who's... And if you're comparing one person to the other, well, I'm going to tell you, nothing compares to somebody who's emotionally mature, someone who shows they care. I do think there's someone who's generous with their feelings, emotions. Yeah. Often they like to give little gifts. They'll show you more than likely how they feel, especially at first. So just a little bit. Keep it simple. Yeah, this is someone seizing the day. You see they're planning something here. It's about taking this opportunity. There's an opportunity presented here. This is a person who's thought things through. Yeah, they're coming in to lay the foundation. See, it's starting off right. They're laying the foundation. And I do think you're out of the woods as far as this hurt and heartache. Yeah. Wow. Let's have a look at Two of Wands. Yeah, so I do see two people have gone their separate ways. Whether it's this person this masculine, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, if you're the feminine. And I do see that energy up there, someone who's single. I do feel there's been this lack and loneliness, but you're out of the woods now. Okay, things are moving, but there's opportunity. It's telling you to take these opportunities that are presented. This person's going to. Yeah. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. A painful period of your life is over, the final chapter. Yeah, it's where you may have cut someone out or stood up to someone. Yeah, the straw that broke the camel's back. And there certainly won't be any walking on glass anymore. You're free from this. So I feel there's going to be a big relief. Yeah, and you may be feeling that way. Yeah, see, self-awareness. Let's have a look at this Ten of Cups. Yeah, you can see this is an energy of someone taking decisive. There it is. This is a person taking decisive action. It has to do with the timing. You have a cycle that's ended, a chapter that's over. Now you've got movement. So there's movement and opportunities, and there may be several. But it's all about the right timing. So doing things at the right time. Look before you leap. Don't be afraid to live in the moment a little, but be self-aware of the risks that you're taking and how you're feeling. I do think you have a person who's in that energy. Yeah, good things take time. See, it's an energy of someone who's interested, showing interest. Some of you have lost interest in another situation too, though. Yeah, because of the Wheel of Fortune. See, where it stops, where it goes, no one knows. But it's a person taking decisive action. Yeah, and it could even be yourself. But yeah, it's saying to trust your intuition. Yeah, good things take time. See, being a little bit patient too. Yeah, the decisive action, the opposite side of that is beyond control. So make sure you let control. Let this person, because they're planning to execute something, right? They're preparing. Yeah, to lay the foundation. There's a little apprehension because you never know where something's going to go. But they are doing it. It's a person who follows through here. Wow. Tell me more about the good things take time, the patience. Why is it here? Yeah, the Chariot. This person, you got a Cancer energy here. This person's coming in. And I do feel there's been obstacles to overcome, challenges. But this person's seizing the day. They're not going to miss this opportunity. And I do see someone here, strength of will. And a lot of that's yourself. So let go of control. Let this person take the lead. I feel that's a really important thing because you do have Mars energy and you can have that tendency to try to speed things up, to take control. Be patient. Okay? Good things take time. Strength of will. But the other side is blocked by obstacles. So that's what I mean. There's if there's any obstacles or challenges, let this person take control. Yeah, you are determined for something to succeed here. But this person's in control of their emotions. Let them take the lead. I feel they will. Yeah, so someone's going to step up to the plate. So you've had someone who didn't, and that's where there was the hurt. Hurt feelings. Yeah. But it's someone who's about to step up to the plate. Yeah, there it is. It's an opportunity. Someone comes in right, too. They come in right. They lay the foundation. This is someone who makes a commitment. You got a person who's going to step up to the plate. Look at that. You're going to make a connection with this person. But some of you definitely have two. One of these may not go anywhere. You might be feeling a little hurt, you know, a little off. But like I say, keep moving forward because that's what I'm seeing is this movement forward. Yeah, loving exchange. Two people making a connection. You're going to connect with this person. Yeah, wow. Yeah, they're coming in to lay that foundation. Yeah, I see the Queen of Coins. This is somebody who tending to yourself, looking out for yourself. Watch out for that over-independent energy. Okay? If you get in that energy where you have that tending to yourself, I look out for myself. Okay? Let go of that a little tiny bit here. Don't be afraid to be a little vulnerable because your sword's up, which means kind of coming across as maybe emotionally unavailable. because of the hurt. So be aware of that, how you interact, the giving and receiving. Yeah, some of you are still holding on to some of that pain. You probably sometimes don't even realize it, I feel. That's why it's showing self-awareness, to be aware. Yeah, and it is about being aware of being a little bit vulnerable. Yeah, this is someone who doesn't like to be vulnerable. Can be someone who can be patient. Some of you have learned patience, and it could very well pay off, but it's about being vulnerable. This is often someone who acts aloof, not sure if you're interested in this person or not. This is a lovely opportunity. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities how this could play out. 1 date, 2 date, whatever may happen here, but there is going to be a connection. So if you want to make this connection, it's about sharing a little bit of yourself and being a little vulnerable. I feel it's really important here. That Queen of Swords, yeah. Because you don't want someone to come in who's looking for someone who's emotionally available to connect with a feminine energy that's not. And that could be what this person's dealt with. They want someone who's a little vulnerable. Let them take the lead. It's a very masculine energy. Okay, you're still in control. You can still put on the brakes anytime you want. But it's about the opportunity. It's beautiful opportunity, many possibilities how this could play out. And some of you have several opportunities. You may talk about those opportunities, but you're going to make a connection. Yeah, there's definitely a spark of desire and attraction here. Sometimes it takes a little time. See, it's about out with the old, in with the new, a healing energy. This is, I think this could be even a healing connection, but it's just about two people talking. Don't share too much. Don't overwhelm. Like I said here, because this is someone who can often get a little emotionally overwhelmed, and you could be that way and your sword could go up. So, but it has to do with this spark and this desire, what you're manifesting here. See, there's a lot of possibilities the way this could come out. This could turn out. Sometimes when you first make a connection, you know, and I do think there's this a little bit of aloof, like I look out for myself, this independent side of you. This is a person who kind of needs to be needed a little bit. That's why they like to come in and take control. They are in control of their emotions. See, this is all about balance, balancing the emotions. Yeah, this could play out in a lot of different ways. Yeah. And then we have a King of Coins. So some of you have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy too. Somebody else possibly coming in. But one of these people is really going to step up to the plate. So it's about two of you being vulnerable. But I feel this could be another person. See, being vulnerable. But it's about what you can provide for each other. See, giving and receiving. Yeah, you got someone who's a provider. See, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who provides for themselves. But you're tended with that, the card coming up that way, that's where I see that very independent energy. It's an energy of letting this person know that you need somebody. Just a little bit. Practice makes perfect. 8 of Coins. See, building, putting in effort. Yeah, it's a little practice. I mean, wouldn't be surprised if we have somebody out of practice here, especially if you're dealing with someone who's been single for a while. Yeah, so patience, right? Yeah, there's interest. Yeah, 3 of Cups, time to celebrate. I think this is someone taking you out, maybe connecting with some friends, family. They're definitely not going to keep you a secret. But I do think there's somebody here who'd like to spend some time alone with you to really connect one-on-one without a lot of people around. And this is about two people getting comfortable. See, it's all about feeling comfortable with each other to the point where it feels like home. This person's looking for that feeling. Wow, this is quite the reading here. Those of you who are definitely in the dating mode, you know, it's about coming across as emotionally unavailable. This person's available emotionally, but like I say, they're cautious. They play it safe. But if you come across as so independent you don't need anybody. Because you're almost out of the woods here. See, out of the woods as far as what's been happening. And it could be this person too. This could be a healing connection. Sometimes connections do that. But it's about not overwhelming each other. Yeah, and this is likely what you're going to do, is come across about talking about your life stability, you know, but it's all about being patient, giving it time for each other to get comfortable. Sometimes people take a little time to get comfortable with another person, and I do feel you're going to get that with this person. Yeah, there's better times ahead. Look at that, things calming down. This is about getting acquainted, spending time with someone. Yeah. So you've got better times ahead. Someone here isn't going to step up to the plate. Someone else will. Just remember that forward movement. The right person comes along at the right time. Yeah, better times ahead, but this is about getting acquainted, getting comfortable, learning about each other. So it takes a little time. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised you got somebody at a distance. I do see travel here. And it could be where someone here is long distance, and that may be someone who doesn't step up to the plate. If someone ghosts you or avoids you. So it's about knowing when to avoid a situation. But I feel this is beautiful here because it has to do with getting comfortable with each other. I do think you're going to have to put that sword down, though. And I believe I've seen this in another reading. And it's good you're doing your due diligence. But when I connect to that Queen of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles, with that energy, I'm seeing someone unavailable. Someone who acts like they want to be single. They're so independent, right? You know, giving somebody that impression, someone's first impression. So, yeah, you're being forewarned to plan and prepare, to be prepared. Get comfortable, you know, give it time, because it is about feeling like home. This could turn out, this is about happiness, emotional fulfillment. It's all telling you to look at the bigger picture. It's good to live in the moment, but it's all about that self-awareness. And it's not just you. It's this King of Cups, who also could be a masculine Scorpio here. I'm seeing Cancer, but like I say, you can flip the energies. Yeah, see things calming down. See, just being calm, learning about each other, getting comfortable. I do think you're going to be comfortable with this person. I do. But it does take a little bit of time. Yeah. I definitely feel like you got a person who's not going to follow through, though. Yeah. Somebody who makes up excuses, broken dreams, a broken promise, whatever it is. It's like, just move on, better times ahead. And I see that energy, and I do feel like you've dealt with this. Someone who didn't step up to the plate. This is someone who steps up to the plate. Yeah. Yeah, I see a little Sagittarius energy. So it's planning, preparing, hoping for the best. See, this is about adventure. People spending time together, getting acquainted, learning about each other, just moving forward. See, it's all about forming a bond, growing close. There's an opportunity here. And I do see some sort of a victory. Congratulations. Some of you are breaking free. But if you have a person whose pride or ego gets in the way, or someone here, because I do see somebody here putting on the brakes and maybe changing their mind, or they don't follow through. But I also see with that Page of Cups, it's someone who often comes across as a little shy and apprehensive. So that's about making someone feel comfortable. See, two people making each other feel comfortable. Yeah. Yeah, I do see this energy of breaking free. Yeah, chapter ending, a whole new chapter. There's beautiful positive change coming. It's about just going with the flow, letting go of control. Yeah, 9 of Cups, two people filling each other's cup, but we have two people playing it safe. But this person shows they're emotionally available, where the Queen of Swords doesn't. Connecting with the Queen of Pentacles, that's my only concern here. Yeah. So yeah, I see a situation ending. I see change, a whole new chapter. Planning, preparing, hoping for the best, coming into a situation. See, it's about being able to provide what you can provide for each other. Yeah, share a little bit. Don't act like you're so, you may be very stable, but don't act like you want to be single. It's about being aware of that, giving someone the impression you kind of don't really need anyone, that you want to be single. That's what I feel is the issue. Okay, it's good to show that you provide for yourself, that you have an energy of independence. But often the King of Cups is someone who kind of needs to be needed a little. So share a bit of emotion. Let your guard down. This is lovely though. Like, I see two people getting comfortable. If you can be patient and accept that someone might not talk a lot at first, it might take them a little bit of time to get comfortable, okay? So let go of control. Don't try to hurry things up. Just let it flow. Take care. Bye for now.